So that is Sanjay Raut outside the Enforcement Directorate office. Sanjay Raut leaving the ED office. He was taken into ED custody at around midnight. He's now leaving the ED office, making his way to the hospital for a routine exam. His body language has been very interesting. If you saw the way, he had an emotional moment with his mother, his body language waving, his gamcha in the air, and of course, even now as he walks out of the ED office, he looks extremely confident. He's been waving to the media, waving to the crowds outside. And remember, the Shiv Sena has planned a massive protest today against the Enforcement Directorate action on Sanjay Raut. So before entering the ED office, he told reporters that the ED action was aimed at trying to weaken the Shiv Sena and that the case against him was in fact false. So this of course is the latest development that we are in fact tracking after Anil Deshmukh and Nawab Malik. Now this is the third leader of the Shiv Sena who is in fact in the ED net. So to speak. He is of course in ED custody. The Enforcement Directorate is likely to seek further custody of Sanjay Raut in the Patra land scam case. Now what really is the Patra land scam case? The Enforcement Directorate has alleged that the Patra chawl redevelopment project is something which is a scam which amounts to about 1,000 crores. But the ED has claimed that the Sanjay Raut's family got 83 lakhs from one of the accused in this case, which his wife actually received from the accused in 2010, after which Sanjay Raut purchased properties with this tainted money. So the 83 lakhs that his wife received from one of the accused in the Patra land scam case is something that the ED has accused Sanjay Raut of purchasing properties with. The ED has claimed that Varsha Raut, that's Sanjay Raut's wife, then returned 55 lakhs only after the investigation began. Sanjay Raut's properties have been attached by the ED. A flat and 8 plots of land held jointly by Varsha Raut have been attached by the ED, and 11.15 crore worth of properties have been attached by the ED so far, including Varsha Raut's flats and plots. Sanjay Raut has denied any role in the scam and alleged that this is all political vendetta. So that's a little bit about the scam. Whether or not this stands the test of legal scrutiny in a court of law is of course something that yet needs to be ascertained. Remember, these are claims that the ED is making, these are accusations that the ED is making, something that Sanjay Raut has very vehemently denied. He's denied any role in the scam. He has alleged that this is political vendetta. Will it stand the test of legal scrutiny? It remains to be seen. What you're seeing right now on your screens are Sanjay Raut being taken for a routine medical exam. He appeared outside the ED office. Like I said, his body language has been extremely interesting. He looks very confident and he's of course being taken to the hospital for a medical checkup, and later today will be produced in a Mumbai court where the ED is expected to seek further custody. So that there is the moment Sanjay Raut there waving to the crowds, waving to the cameras as he emerges from the Enforcement Directorate office. He has, of course, remember, been a very, very vociferous critic of the Modi government. He has been very vocal against the government as, Shiv Sena MLAs defected and joined hands with Devendra Fadnavis to form the Eknath Shinde government. So all of this is, of course, the very latest that is in fact coming in. Now, before entering the ED office on Sunday, very interestingly, like I said, Sanjay Raut had told reporters that the central agency's action was aimed at weakening the Shiv Sena and that the case against him was completely false. The BJP has hit back the Sena leader for skipping summons, saying why is he scared of the ED if he's innocent? Why has he skipped summons? He has time to hold press conferences and give media bites, but why doesn't he just appear for questioning before the ED as he's been summoned twice? He skipped both those summons. So this is what the BJP is questioning, that if you have nothing to fear, then just appear before the ED, follow the due process and get your name cleared if that's what it is. In April, the Enforcement Directorate had attached assets worth over 11.15 crore rupees that were associated with Sanjay Raut's wife Varsha Raut and 2 of his associates. This, of course, is properties including a flat in Dadar that is held by Varsha Raut and 8 plots at the Kihim beach in Alibag, which is jointly held by Varsha Raut and Swapna Patkar, who is the wife of Sujit Patkar, a close associate of Sanjay Raut. So the ED is questioning him because they want to know his business and his links to this case, and of course his close association with Praveen Raut and Sujit Patkar, and about the property deals involving his wife. They have, remember, made a laundry list of accusations against him. These are claims by the ED at the moment, claims that Sanjay Raut has denied. We will of course track this story very closely, including whether or not he is eventually charge sheeted and whether that stands the test of legal scrutiny or not. The ED conviction rate has been abysmal when it comes to a lot of these cases. So it does really remain to be seen whether this is an act of political vendetta, as the opposition is alleging it is, or whether the Enforcement Directorate actually has some concrete evidence against Sanjay Raut and his wife.